Seven Podcast Show. It's the 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 Seven Podcast Show. Shut up and scribble. Shut up and scribble. Shut up and scribble.
Yeah, I just like the audio on that one. It's not even for the right show. It's for JR and Taylor show. Good morning. Mike Sandone, Corey Leonard, Mr. Jake Chapman. Probably nothing. Mr. Jake isn't even a wrench, but he's got his own show. Oh, yeah. How do I make him a wrench? The wrenches are just, I don't know how, I don't know. I don't remember how I picked the wrenches. I think it was just like, I think I just saw Barry had a cool name, so he got a wrench. Slinky Rod. Anyone else read the story this morning? It was a banger. What story? What story? Oh, the story about NATO? I didn't even title the show. Sousa did. Is NATO doing some weird shit? NATO. News. I don't see anything. Oh, NATO prepares for a post-American alliance. I don't know what's going on. NATO could be over soon. Bye-bye, NATO. Good to see everyone. Who needs a wrench when you're a hench? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that means either. We saw what happened to Mars. If you guys didn't see the Mars and Heber video they put out, and Mars got some heart issues, and the doctor was suggesting that it could be from the old injection, the old 49er, the old COVID vaccine, the old mRNA in our dose, having your DNA altered by a team of guys at Pfizer. But what's crazy is yesterday, 2 more of my friends told me they have the same issue that Mars has. 2 fucking more. I lived through the 80s, guys, and 90s. I didn't know a single person with AIDS. Not a single person. I've known less than a half dozen people that have had cancer. These are the 2 big ones. And yet now I cannot tell you how many people I know that are having issues from the injection. It's crazy. It's such a trip. It's like it's actually, I was really hoping it wasn't going to be true. I was really hoping it would just go down that I was just a, conspiracy theorist or just like blowing the alarm. It is not.
Biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that. Compliance.
This is the CEO of Pfizer. In California, if you want to drive a car, you're supposed to have a driver's license. That's compliance. That's compliance. If you go to a wrestling tournament, you have to comply to the rules there, the weight classes. So you have to weigh a certain amount, and that's compliance. Should I look it up? Should I look up the word? I'm going to. Compliance. The action of fact or complying with a wish or a command. The property of a material. Complying. Let's do complying. Complying. Act in accordance with a wish or a command. Like if you're in jail, you have to comply to the rules, or else they send you to solitary. My cardiologist says creatine is bad. Weren't you 10 in the 80s? I was in 1980 I was 8. And in 1989 I was 17. I hope you didn't have 10-year-old friends with AIDS. There's a Sevon thread. Please tell me it's around the flat earther. Please tell me it's around the flat earther. If there's a Reddit thread, please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Is it around the flat earther? Yesterday, Andrew told me, I guess Andrew made a video about a guy who's a 4 times CrossFit Games Hyrox champion. I don't even know if that's true. I just saw that there was a guy Hiller made a video of that wasn't squatting, and I guess his feelings were really hurt, and his friends were coming to his defense, concerned about their friend. So I went in there and just yelled at people. It was really fun. My version of Reddit. Listen, people, if you're a grown-ass man, like, you don't have to worry about anything that's on Reddit. I mean, or on Instagram or any of it. Unless you're like a pedophile or some shit. Or like you're Sam Brighton. If you're stealing luggage, you're in charge of nuclear waste for the entire country, and you're stealing luggage and dressing like a pedophile. That's my opinion, that he dresses like that. But you don't need to defend no one needs to defend themselves. It's all funny. It's just comedy. It's just comedy. Even the post about Lazar Jukic dying, it's all comedy. The Instagram is just comedy. It's not, and then it's just comedy. Just think of it as comedy. Especially if it's about you. There's no one needs to get their feelings hurt or anything. Caller, hi. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Have you ever had your ass
This is
pounded?
my first time calling.
Have you ever had your ass pounded on Instagram?
No, but I pounded others.
Oh, all right. You're a power top.
Yes.
All right. So be it.
Hey, so this is my first time calling. This is awesome.
Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying the experience.
Yeah. Hey, so I've been listening for, like, you're like my top one podcast to listen to according to Spotify.
Makes
like
sense.
Thousands and thousands of minutes.
Makes sense.
And yesterday or this morning, I just finished the Jorge Ventura episode.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to many other news outlets, honestly, other than you.
Okay.
But how do you get a hold of these people? Like, I feel like they got such a great message and such great, real, like, non-biased news that I just don't hear or see around. But when I listen to your show, I'm like, dude, how is no one talking about any of this stuff?
Basically, this is how the show works. I do the show in the morning, then I hang out with my kids all day and talk to people just like my friends and shit throughout the day and gather information. And then at night, usually around between 9 and midnight, if I'm not asking Jesus, where the fuck is he? I'm just I'm in my DMs. I try to go through my DMs every day, and it's just the audience just gives it to me. I'm programmed by the audience. I'm completely programmed by the audience. The audience is my algorithm. So they send me stuff. If they send me big dicks, we see big dicks. If they send me, scams, old people getting scammed, we talk about old people getting scammed. Yeah. So I'm just programmed by the audience. I'm like a robot.
And so someone like Ventura, like, did he know you prior, or did you guys just formulate a relationship due to someone just maybe
So,
recommending him?
so I was trying to figure out how I do. So the actual fact of how it works is I basically just DM people and ask them to come on the show. And then when they
Yeah.
say they'll come on the show, I say, hey, can we text? And if they say yes, so let's say only 30% of the people I DM respond to me. And then once they respond, I say, hey, can we text? And of that 30%, only 50% say yes. And then once we start texting, I just send their phone number and their contact to Souza, and he puts them on the schedule. And the thing is to try to find people who when they're small, right? So they won't care coming on this Podunk podcast. And then you stay in contact with them and nurture them and love on them for 3 years. And then next thing you know, Jorge Ventura is a big deal. Like Jack Della Maddalena, the UFC fighter. He's going to fight for the welterweight championships against Bel Muhammad in May. And he's been on this podcast 3 times, but I got him when he was, a nobody. So it's just like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So like, I just try to find other nobodies who I think one day will be somebody.
Right.
And I used
Awesome.
to,
Hey,
and I
one more-
used to have a big Instagram account before it got banned. I had like 80 or 90.
Yeah, I know. I always had such a hard time trying to find your profile. I could never find it
And so then people
because
will
there's always shadow
respond.
banned and
Yeah.
everything.
People will
Yeah.
respond. Like if you're doing a podcast, like, and I only have 7,000 Instagram followers, people are like, "Fuck you! I'm not wasting my time."
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Right. Hey, before I go, I don't want to take up too much time. I am a Christian,
Yes.
and my daughter, she is, she'll be 3 in August, right?
Mhm.
And I play drums at church. Like I've been playing drums for this church I go to for the last decade.
Mhm.
And so my wife and I and our daughters, they're involved. She goes to the kids class and everything. And the last couple of nights, like the last 4 nights, right? My wife will put her to bed, and they'll lay down and do their thing. And my daughter has asked my wife if she'll say in her own way if we can pray to Jesus tonight. And my wife will pray, and my daughter will say amen. And it's just wild, man. Like we never tried to do it. Like we never tried to let's do this. It's been completely off of my daughter. Like it's weird. It's weird how intelligent she is and how she recognizes that stuff. And I just wanted to applaud you because I heard on the episode where you had your son repeat after you.
Yeah.
And I just felt convicted, man, because I've been a believer for 10, 15 years. And I don't even have the balls to ask people to do something like that. And, I just felt super convicted and also inspired to stop being so timid and ashamed that maybe you might offend someone if they don't want to hear your garbage. And I have my little 2.5-year-old daughter asking if we can pray to Jesus. And I don't know, dude, I don't know where I'm going with it, but I just wanted to applaud you because I just think it was so, I don't know, as a new father myself, it's just so inspiring to hear that on the air.
Okay, cool. That's really cool. And they're Jews. Hey, I'm going to do my wife and my mom.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Anyways,
I don't know
I
if
just
I have
wanted-
I don't know if I have the authority to do it, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just practicing
Well, that's
for when
awesome.
I do get saved, I'm able to do it.
Exactly. Well, thanks, dude. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I just Googled how to save someone. When you try to save people and why you should stop. Oh. How to save people. There's a Reddit thread. I could save all of you guys right now if you want. It's not even if you want. It's as if Jesus wants. Okay, everyone, repeat after me. Shit, I forget what I said. Will someone write what I'm supposed to say, and then I'll say it into the microphone? Dear God. Repeat after me if you're listening to the show. Dear God, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. Amen. There you go. No, not in the chat. Out loud. Out loud. Maybe even like look up to the heavens. I accept. See, there you go. All right. Nice. Done. Yahweh. Oh, where were we? Someone tell me about the Reddit thread. Please. Please just tell me. I missed the chat. I wasn't looking at the chat. Is it about the flat earther? I'll be really disappointed if the flat earther and I don't get a Reddit thread. I'm really excited about Thursday. Thursday, I'll be in Newport Beach. I'm going to take my kids over to the Art of Jiu-Jitsu in Newport Beach. I think many people consider that the preeminent jiu-jitsu studio in the world. I'm going to take Avi's still a little injured, hasn't been practicing much, but Joseph and Ari, I'm going to put him in the 2-hour class on Thursday and Friday. So if you have a kid who's 6 to 8 years old and he wants to fight my kids, bring him over there. Joseph Medina. Wow, you look like that guy. What's his name? Trujillo, the Mexican actor who plays in all. He's in like. You look like him, but without all the pockmarks. Jesus lived the life we couldn't, died the death we deserve as a propitiation. I don't know that word. For our sins. Repent and believe in his sacrifice and be reconciled by God. Yeah, you don't think you look like that guy? You don't think you look like that guy? With the ponytail? You're like a young version of him before he ate grape nuts through a slingshot. Oh, Danny Trejo. Yeah. Oh, I have some word salad. Jake Chapman, The Base Show coming. I think it's if you stay up late, if you stay up late Saturday into Sunday morning and you live in the United States, you can listen to the show. It'll be 1 a.m. for me or 2 a.m. because I think I might be in no, I'll be in California. Okay. More this is more vaccine talk. Here we go.
I think trust science.
Well,
I think trust science.
and a question for you. I've heard you have not yet had your shot. When do you plan to get it?
Sooner I can, I will.
The best days of Pfizer are ahead of us. Because COVID was, for me, like a rehearsal.
The protection looks very good.
The best days of Pfizer are ahead of us. Hail. Heil. What was it? Hail? Heil. And the best days of Pfizer are ahead of us. COVID was just a rehearsal, says the CEO. The protection from the vaccine is very good.
Good at this stage.
With the current 2-dose.
With the current 2-dose.
If you add a 3rd dose, how long would the protection then be?
Again, I think it's something that needs to be studied. I don't think we can calculate right now.
Are we going to have to get it every year, or are you developing something that might actually last longer?
Yeah, it doesn't last the current ones, and also doesn't last the disease. For example, if you get disease, you can get disease again after 3 months.
But we now know that the vaccine.
You can go to the CDC website and see where it says never deploy a vaccine during a pandemic. And if you have to, only give it to the people. By the way, it's not even a vaccine, but that they were deploying. But only give it to the people who are most susceptible of dying. You know, like fat people. Like just give it to half the population. Don't give it to any of the kids. But it's free. Yeah, that's what. When I went to the doctor a few years ago, he offered to give me a bunch of vaccines. There was like 3 or 4 he said I didn't have that I needed. And I said, well, why would I do that? And he said, because they're free. That's what he said. The doctor told me, because they're free.
Vaccines do not stop transmission. Why did you keep that secret?
Have a nice day.
I won't have a nice day until I know the answer. Why did you keep it a secret that your vaccine did not stop transmission?
The logistics around that vaccine are not straightforward because of the new technology.
When do you plan to get it?
Basically, biological chip.
Fucking nuts. Caller, hi. Hello.
Hey, how are you? So I got a question for you. I feel like this whole vaccine crap has like messed people up mentally, right? If they came out tomorrow with a cancer vaccine, would you take it?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Yeah, so like what would it take? Like let's say they do discover a vaccine for cancer. What would it take for because I'm the same way, right? Like I'm very
Most people would
skeptical
take
now.
it. Most people would take it. Everyone's still susceptible to the psyop. So many people are still susceptible to the psyop, I think.
Okay.
Fear
One
is
last
powerful.
thing.
What do you think? Don't you think they would? I think people scare easy.
I'm scared. 100%.
There you go. Well, there you go.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd never had. I called you before about this. Been smoking since I was 15 years old. I'm 45 years old. Never had lumps underneath my armpits. 103-degree fever. I urinated myself. This was like 24 hours after that fucking that thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
So many people had side effects from it. I mean, so many.
yeah.
And they
But
call
I
it
do want to
side.
say
And they
that
call it side effects. Do you know why? Here's the deal with vaccines and injections. Just real quick, I want to throw this out there. The reason why they never explore vaccines as the injury and why it's so hard. If you go to the doctor and you ask for pain pills and you ask for Vicodin and then you get a stomach ache, you can just call the doctor and be like, hey, I got a stomach ache from this Vicodin, and then they'll switch you. They'll switch you to oxycodone or a different painkiller. It's not like that with vaccines. When you're injured, you can't take it back. It alters when you inject your little baby, 6-month-old baby with a vaccine or just newborn with a vaccine, it immediately changes their immune system for the rest of their life. There's no going back. So they never even look at that as the possible source or origin of the cause because there's nothing they can do about it.
yeah, and the other thing I want to point out, right, is that I feel like COVID had more rights than I did as a citizen of the United States.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's incredible, but anyway, thank you.
Okay, I hope you get healthy. Hey, check out Dr. Peter McCullough's detoxification protocol.
Is it free? Because I don't have health insurance either. I'm kind of screwed on.
It's probably, I think it's like for a bottle of it, it's like $40.
Can you loan me $4?
And stop smoking. Switch to something. Why don't you switch to like nicotine pills?
You know, I did that whatever that YZN stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I use it when I'm in buildings, but I'm telling you right, I don't know what it is, man. I really don't. I love lighting up a cigarette.
I understand.
I love killing myself like that.
I understand.
Anyway, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much, man.
All right, ciao. Health insurance ain't free. Smoking's hard to quit. I spent 3 days in the hospital last year for heart damage, and the only reason they kept me in so long was because I hadn't been vaxxed, so they didn't have a reason for my heart damage. Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't. Have you seen Noodles? Is that a person? I have not seen Noodles. Somebody always pays. Yeah, that's the thing. Somebody always pays. I just can't believe it's actually like how close this one's coming to home. It really bums me out when I hear my friends have heart issues. Makes me think, man, I need to double that back down. And these all three of my friends who are my peers in my age group, maybe probably 10 years younger than me. All of them are crazy healthy, crazy fit, much fitter than me. And now, I hadn't seen Kamala in a while. Kamala. And she went and visited the she went and visited the fire in Palisades, the big fire we had here in California. And the press got a hold of her and asked her some questions. Fix your mic. Is my mic fucked up? Is it doing the transformer thing? I don't know what it would be. I would probably have to rewire this whole thing. Or it's my Rodecaster. I don't know what it is. Is my mic fucked up? Thanks for telling me. Yes. Is it still fucked up? The noise is scary. The mic sounds like a transformer. Still right now? Is that better? I wish there was a way I could hear it. Sounds good to me. Happens like every 10 minutes. For how long? Okay, I'm good now. Thank you. That sucks. Okay, here we go. Kamala Harris is asked for her thoughts on the LA fires. Her response, and here's her response. It's wild.
Mind when you see this, you're here, you're now seeing it up close.
It's not only seeing it, Alex, you can smell it. You can feel it, right? So it's seeing it with our eyes, and many people have seen it. You all are covering it. But to literally be on the ground here, you can smell the smoke that was here. You can feel the toxicity, frankly, of the environment. You can feel the energy of all of the folks who are still here on the ground.
What goes through your mind when you see this?
Kamala, when I hear you talk, I sense how incredibly stupid you are. When I hear you talk. When I see you, Kamala, I'm reminded of how dumb you are. And then when I hear you, it's confirmed to me how dumb you are, how you don't say anything. And although I cannot smell you, and I cannot touch you, and I have not tasted you, but when I see you and hear you. By the way, women, that's how men work too, around women. We see you, and then we want to touch you. And then we want to smell you and taste you. We never get to the point where we want to hear you. But the other 4 to 5, you have us. That should get me a Reddit thread, right? Was there a Reddit thread about the flat earther? I still haven't seen. Someone just say yes or no. See? Oh no. See or no? I will say this. I think she looks the best she's ever looked. She looks good. No Reddit thread about the flat earther. Well, that sucks. Someone start one. So this guy that Hiller posted on, let me see if I can find the. I guess this guy's the 4 times Hyrox world champ, right? Is it this guy?
Yes, good. Come on,
I mean, it's not how I do them, but like. So what? That's how he does wall balls. He's hurting. Whatever. That guy's like 60 years old. And maybe just no one's taught him, like, hey, just, you got to catch it in the front. There's a little bit of athleticism. You absorb it. You go into a squat. You stay upright, and then you fire it back up. Sevon knows see, touching, tasting, you'll get arrested. Oh. When I see my wife in the morning, it makes me want to touch my wife in the morning. The senses are never like satisfied. They always want more and more and more. Sevon, remember when you said you didn't know what the rage bait was? What you're doing right now, this is it. Talking about how this guy's, this is fine. I have no problem with this. So what? He's doing crunches. You don't know his workout protocol. How is that rage bait? How the fuck is that rage bait? Hold on, Mr. Hiller. Hold on. I got to okay. Look at us. We're big time now. We got Andrew Hiller on the line. What's up, dude?
Why are you rage baiting Bryson?
I don't know what why is it rage bait to
Because there's no way that you mean what you're saying.
Listen, talk to me. What do you mean? You don't just because someone hasn't he's squatting to death, that one should make you happy.
No, he's not.
This one, are you watching this one I'm watching?
I believe so. Where he's got his elbows on his knees.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No.
All right. Well, I still don't have a problem with it.
And his
It's
elbows are
Hyrox.
touching his knees.
It's Hyrox. It just is what it is. Oh, did I? Well, hold on.
Well, I
one
mean,
second.
that's a valuable excuse. It's Hyrox.
Did I rage bait Hiller? How can you tell?
Well,
it's not
I'm on the phone, so maybe.
How can you tell it's not even close to depth from that angle?
Watching hundreds of thousands of reps, you just know that a squat, even when looking at it at that angle, is not to depth when he's at that position with his elbows on his knees.
Hey, I could argue that
And
that's.
I mean, the best part about this is that the judge walks away.
The girl with the yellow flag?
Yeah.
What is that yellow flag anyway?
Surrender.
Oh, is it to let you know he's almost done with his...
I think he's got to take that across the finish line to like signify that he did all of his reps.
Is this guy the 4-time champ?
Yes, and like so, I mean, by champ, he's won 4 races in that division, like the 50 to 55 division.
And would you say he has a nice body?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And would you say he's on TRT?
I don't think so. No. He's a skinny dude. These guys are all like deceptively skinny. Like Hunter makes these dudes look big because he's skinnier than Heath lets on at the moment.
So do you not like this? Would you not like this?
I don't like his response.
Oh, what was?
Did you see the post from this morning?
I did. That's what made me think. And then how about this one? Where is this the same guy? I just switched clips. Is this the guy who?
They're all the same guy.
Oh, they are the same guy.
Yeah.
Why are people flipping out that he slammed the ball down? Is that inappropriate?
It's inappropriate because from what you see there, the judge is like, "Hey, here's the box. You're not going to listen to me. Use the box." And he's like, "Fuck your box." Throws the ball on the ground.
Oh, how do you know he's saying that?
Well, I don't know that I'm reading between the lines there. He doesn't actually say that, but he's like pissed off. He's getting no rep.
Is that
and he's also pissed off at the judge. Like that's how they make you squat. So if you look at the guy directly across from him, he's got the box behind him. He's got to touch his butt to the box.
Wow.
That's the squat box.
Yeah.
It's like giving him a pacifier or something. He's like, "No, get out of here with the freaking I'm not putting a diaper on.
I like
you not know who I am? I'm the 3-time champ. I'm supposed to win this race."
Yeah. I'm with him. I love it.
Of course you do. That's the rage bait part.
I love slamming. I like it. He doesn't even make eye contact with the guy.
The guy's not even looking at his hips anymore. He's staring him right in the face. See, I was just staring at him.
Yeah. Why didn't he just slip the box under his butt? Would that be inappropriate?
I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think so.
Hey, here's the other thing too. I don't think if he even squatted to that box, he would get below parallel.
No, he wouldn't. Just like that guy over there, he's also not. I think it's easier. Hey, this is actually something I have a lot of people do. Like I still work with people one-on-one, and when they're giving me a hard time, I'm like, all right, use the fucking box if you're not going to listen to me.
And is this dude?
They don't like it.
Is this dude pissed? You called him out?
Yes. Now to the very important fuck yous. Like, sounds kind of angry.
Yeah, these comments are funny. I wanted to get in here and beat up all my friends, but I couldn't because the comments are so funny. I wish he wouldn't have responded.
People are so clever.
I wish he wouldn't have responded. I know, it's so funny. Keeping it real writes, back in 2009, I fell into a cannon out of a helicopter. Now I shave red. How did he even come up with that? That's just so retarded and absurd.
It's so funny. It's good. That's good.
Yeah. Hey, he shouldn't be upset. He should accept himself, I guess, is the thing. It's who he is. So he did it. So what? You did it. All right, cool. So other people think that they, you're getting judged. You're online. Like, whatever.
Dude, I had somebody reach out to me.
Yeah.
And let me know that he's going through a hard time. He's got mental health issues, and that this might be the thing that puts him over the edge. And I'm like, what the hell do you think I'm supposed to do with that information? Like, you want me to backpedal now? Do you want me to say I'm sorry because you told me that? Like, I'm not going to do that. And number two, tell your buddy to stay off the internet. Don't reach out to me.
Hey, I seriously think that half the people who do marathons like as a regular part of their life, and I'm being very, very conservative, have mental health issues. It's like people who have too many tattoos. But if you have tattoos and you're an ultra marathon runner, you have mental health issues. And I suspect Hyrox attracts the same crowd. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you like going somewhere and just kicking the shit out of yourself for 15 minutes. I mean, you already are bringing some baggage. You're working out the demons. You know what I mean?
I think there's something about the time domain they work in. Do you see that? Like, tattoos, the physique, the headspace, and the time domain.
Yeah.
It's like the CrossFitters who don't just do the workout of the day and go home, or like hang out with their friends and go home. It's the CrossFitters who can't help but do 40-minute EMOMs.
Oh,
there's something
Hyrox
going on.
for people who have mental health issues who don't want to run marathons. Maybe that should be their tagline.
Damn. That's their equivalent of fittest on earth.
Yeah.
Off the carbs, off the couch. It's catchy.
Working out your demons at Hyrox. What about all the people who squatted to standard and lost to him? Yeah, that's Hyrox's issue. That's not his issue. I don't think
that's a good point.
I don't think that's his issue even a little bit. It's like we already know this about Hyrox. They don't care either. They're probably laughing at us. It's like making fun of your friend wakes up in the morning, puts on 2 different shoes, and comes to school, and you're making fun of him, but he did it on purpose. Like, dude, he like that's his thing. That's that guy's thing, not squat below parallel. Oh wait, hold on. I lost you. My shitty phone. Go ahead. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, you know what'd be cool is if you went to a Hyrox and you just did you did the wall balls like that. You just did push presses and see what happens.
I'm gonna do one, and I'm gonna walk. And I'm gonna do shitty wall balls on him and see if I can get away with it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm gonna beat Sporty Beth by walking, and I'm gonna see how many wall balls I can get away with squatting above parallel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know which one you're doing?
I know there's one in Chicago coming up kind of soon. I don't know if you had to qualify for it though. I'd assume not. I think they want everyone's money.
Hey, dude,
I haven't looked that far into it.
I seriously, I think you could go to Hyrox and only do 25 wall balls. It's 50 wall balls, right?
100.
100. Okay, I think you could go to a station and do 50 and move on, and like your judge isn't going to chase you to the finish line and to say that you shaved your time.
Steal a yellow flag.
Yeah, I don't even think you have to do all the. I don't think you even have to do all the reps. I don't think that there's any. There's nothing. There's no. Have you ever heard of anyone being DQ'd from a Hyrox?
I've heard about people being penalized for. I don't know what they were penalized for. I think Sporty Beth said she was penalized for some reason or another.
Probably for trampling somebody.
Blocking the runway.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember from her recanting her Hyrox race was that she was throwing elbows at people for being near her. I'm like, oh my God.
It's no different than doing a workout at your affiliate. If you're doing Murph at the affiliate and you did just half of the 100, 200, 300, like, you know, some people would know, but like, it's fine. You just pay as long as you pay your monthly fee, you just do what you want to do.
Dude, no. Then I suppose it depends. It depends on what happens before and after you do that.
You mean
if
at your
before
gym?
you go, hey, I'm gonna do it like this, or everyone knows that you just aren't able to
Yeah.
squat below parallel, do pull-ups the right way, so that when they're doing it, they don't look at you like, all right, this guy's got something going on. And then after might be even more important, where you're like, oh, that was so hard. I can't believe I did Murph in 42 minutes. It's like, motherfucker, I saw your pull-ups.
Oh, you would tell people that in your gym?
Yes. I know
Listen,
you didn't do that.
listen to this. Jason says they give you a 7-minute penalty for each lap missed and a DQ if you skip a station.
That sounds about right.
I find
that sounds like what happened to Sporty Beth.
Mason Mitchell, Sevon, you has no idea what he's talking about. Well, that's true. I think I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I don't think Jason. I don't think that how would they police that? If they don't police anything, I find that so hard to believe that they police anything there. Or I think it's
how many laps are there? I bet people have to have thought about this. How many laps do you run? Is it 4? Is it 3 laps?
Isn't it different at every
venue? If you skip all the laps, maybe. If it's 2 laps and you skip every lap and it's 14 minutes by 8, you could, in theory, just do the 8 sections and probably still beat Sporty Beth.
Yeah,
but if it's 3 laps, I don't think you can do that anymore.
Yeah.
1.5 laps, says Jason.
Yeah. Oh, 1.5. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. So you have 80 minutes in penalty.
Where did this guy post this? Now onto the very important fuck yous. Did he post that on his Instagram?
Yes, but he posted it like a 50-year-old. He posted it kind of like you would. Where it's not really there.
Yeah.
He posted it as a reel in multiple different crooked like text threads.
This guy only has 470 followers. He had more comments criticizing him than he did.
Yeah, I wonder what happens over there when that happens.
Well,
I know that I've had at least, I think it was 7 or 8 people reach out to me with other clips of him not doing wall balls either. It's so crazy. These Hyrox people might be crazier than CrossFitters with how pissy they get.
I since you said
I don't blame them.
Since you mentioned that people contacted you and said that, hey, this guy's in a really bad headspace. He might do something to himself if he gets too much shit on the internet. And then I went and right when you shared that with me, that's when I went over to your account and I started white knighting. I just started attacking my friends.
White knighting.
Yeah, I was white.
That's when you would get along with the Reddit people. It just depends on what your cause is.
I was just white knighting.
That's how people feel about everybody that they do that for, dude. Just imagine now you have some empathy. When so-and-so sitting out for the CrossFit games and everyone gets all white knighty, it's like, hey, they have a similar feeling. You don't know what they're going through.
No one knows what.
Some dude's friend reached out to Hiller one time.
Did you have you talked to him personally? Is that guy in your DM?
No, I kind of wait. I do check. I want to see if they reach out.
Yeah.
I've had people reach out and I would say 2 out of 3 of them are cool. They're like, hey, you're right. Or, hey, thanks for posting about it. I'll fix it. And it's like 1 out of 10 give me the hip and steel treatment.
I wonder if Hyrox is happy that you've pointed the HillerFit gaze over there at them. You know what I mean? That you look over there at them. I wonder if they're like excited about it.
I have 2 points that say no and 1 that says yes. There's a high-level female over there that likes me.
Uh-huh.
There's a high-level male competitor over there that doesn't like what I'm doing. That's Hunter.
But I think he came around. Isn't he saying there needs to be better judging now? Isn't he accusing the guy who beat him of cheating?
Yeah. Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah, that's awesome. So he's finally.
And then there's that David Magda guy who is a competitor / educator over at Hyrox, and he doesn't like me.
What do you mean educator? Like he's a school teacher or he works for Hyrox?
He's featured in like what would be the equivalent of their level 1 online seminar course.
Oh.
And he's like demoing a wall ball, and he's the guy who goes, "What are we doing? Why are you making fun of the old women? This isn't what it's all about."
Yeah, see, that's my point. It's weird. I don't see it as you making fun of them.
No, I'm not. But that last one I kind of did when I said I stubbed my toe once 20 years ago, and I only cried for 3 hours. That's probably about as close as I've gotten to making fun of him.
Oh, that's what you wrote in the post.
Yeah, because he goes, I had a herniated disc 20 years ago.
I don't see
I'm like, dude.
I don't see that post on his Instagram. Is it in his stories?
It should be his most recent post with a picture.
No,
And no, dude, it's right there. It's that reel. Just let it play for a second.
Oh.
That most recent reel. I told you, he posted it like a 90-year-old man.
Oh shit! How is anyone supposed to read that?
Because he's an idiot. The poor dude. I told you, it's crooked and it's all weird.
What can I want to say something nice to him. What can I say to him?
To lean into it.
Oh yeah.
You're the guy who doesn't squat.
Hey dude, just lean into it. How's that? Hey dude, just lean into it. There we go.
That's about as nice as you could be without being a white knight like you were.
All right, and I'll like his post. Wow, this guy gets fewer likes than me. This is crazy. This is like meeting someone.
Yeah, he's a 4-time champ.
Yeah, this is like meeting someone who's shorter than me. It's weird.
You're not that short.
But yeah, it is. I am that short. When I see someone shorter than me, I notice. Normally, probably because I'm used to talking to people like looking up, and then when I have to look down, it's weird.
Are they usually women?
I don't know. Women, I don't notice it. It's just men.
Short men.
There's this big, when you drop below 5'6", there's a lot of men who are 5'6", and then you get to 5'5", and it really drops down, and then you get to 5'4", and it's like, holy shit. There's like you're in a really low percentile. And then after 5'4", you start getting into like even at 5'4", that's where you start seeing the weird body shapes. You know what I mean? Like the weird proportions.
Like Colton.
Yes, his weird. I think his weird. His is more like he's bow-legged. You think if he wasn't so buffed, his body would look weird? He'd look like SpongeBob still?
He would look real weird.
So you think working out's helping?
I mean, he looks weird even though he's buff. He's got like the widest knees. His knees are, I mean, maybe it's because his hips are so wide. For how short he has some big ass bones.
His knees are like outside of his shoulders.
I think they look as if they're outside of his hips for sure. Maybe the same as his shoulders because he's got broad shoulders too.
Avera, do not worry about his mental status. It's like saying he cannot drive but enters NASCAR race. Stay off the internet if you can't handle public comments. I
play that out in my head. I'm like, I'm ready for this dude to I'm screenshot this and like Hillard knew this was coming. I even warned him. I'm like, tell your friend to stay off the internet, you idiot.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me, yell at him.
Yeah. He wouldn't even know. Oh, the Reddit thread says Sevon is 5'3". That's a lie. Someone measured me the other day. I was 5'5". I was at Greg's house and someone had a tape measure out.
And you had shoes on.
Did I?
I wasn't there.
Oh.
I don't know. You probably did though.
I don't know.
Hey dude, Rich wears these barefoot shoes. I asked him about his barefoot shoes that he wears.
Yeah.
And he goes, I used to wear the other like minimalist barefoot shoes, the Vivo Barefoots.
Yeah.
And he said his kid's soccer team was making fun of him.
What brand
So he
does
had
he
to
wear
get
now?
like the same ones, but he got a different variation of them. I thought it was kind of funny.
They're Vivo? Is that the brand?
Yeah, he was wearing a pair of Vivo barefoot shoes, and he did everything in them without like a rope climb. I don't think they can handle rope climbs.
I will say this: it is a beautiful shoe.
Yeah, so he said he was wearing like the low cut ones. They look like socks essentially, and then he had to change them because his kids were making fun of him.
Yeah,
his kid's soccer team, I think.
Yeah, their shoes are beautiful.
Could you imagine that, like going to your kid's jiu-jitsu class and you just have your pair of shoes on and they're all like ragging on your shoe choice?
Yes. The story of my
Those
life.
look funny. What's wrong with your shoes? Why do you wear shoes like that?
I think because I never had Avi's like pretty much wore shoes so little in his life that it's going to be hard for him ever to wear shoes. Like his feet have gotten so wide, it's nuts.
He might need to be like, I mean, Tyson wears those shoes that Jim Lockman recommended. They're barefoot shoes. They're pretty wide.
Klopman.
Klopman, yeah.
Did Froning wear the shoes that where you actually stick your toes into them? You know those barefoot ones? Where you
No,
Oh.
not those. No.
Yeah, those are
Does
weird.
Avi wear
I'd make fun of
sandals or
someone for
Crocs?
that. What?
Get Avi a pair of Crocs, dude.
Oh, okay.
They're pretty wide.
Yeah, that's not.
I got a pair of Crocs that I wear.
Yeah, it's kind of, they wear slide-ons a lot because that's really popular in the jiu-jitsu community. You know, like those things black guys wear. You know what slide-ons are?
Like sandals?
Yeah, they're like slippers. They're just like a piece of plastic with like a.
Oh, they're called thongs.
No, not the ones where your it goes between your toes. Just like sliders.
So they're like Crocs again. They're like
yeah,
Croc
they're
things.
like Crocs, but they don't have the covering. Let me see if I can pull one up on the screen. Sliders, shoes. Should I put in slider shoes?
Like those
black
Adidas
guys?
ones. I know what they are.
Yeah, like the Adidas ones, exactly. And these, I feel sorry for them because they wear these all the time, and I'm just like, God, I would hate it because I'd always be worried that they would fall off. Like I wouldn't move well in these. I either need to be barefoot or with really nice shoes on. I would hate to be in sliders all the time, but they love it.
They're cool, dude. I had the same pair of shoes from probably second grade to sophomore year of high school. I kept on buying the same pair over and over again. And then they went out of business. Or they changed the style of the Adidas shoe I would get.
Were you pissed?
I had to figure something out. I don't know what I got after that. But they were Adidas shoes. They were just like those white ones with the black sides. They were flat as hell. They were good like skateboarding style shoes.
Oh, they weren't the Nike Cortezes?
I don't even know what you said.
Nike Cortez, that's let me show you these. But these have a really thick sole. I'm like 5'10" with
Nike
these.
Cortez?
Yeah. Oh, did you say Adidas or Nike?
I said Adidas.
Oh, I heard what I wanted to hear.
They're not the.
I know which ones you're talking about. They're skater shoes.
They were just like these clunky white, black striped shoes, and I probably had my parents buy me, I don't know, 30 pairs of them over the course of 10 years.
The Nike Cortez is not an old man shoe. It's a Vato shoe. It's for cholos. Old man shoe. You don't even know shit, Brady. Hey, what
shoes are kind of crazy. I can't believe people spend hundreds of dollars on shoes.
Tell me what you thought about the Tyler Hansen. Did you see some similarities between you and him?
He likes Dexter and Cobra Kai, which, by the way, had the most amazing series finale of all time. Cobra Kai.
What season are they in?
6.
Damn. I watched the first season. I really liked it.
Dude, for the longest time, I would legitimately troll people with the flat earth stuff just because I knew it would piss them off. I just kind of had fun with it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm kind of like you in the sense where if I haven't seen it, I'm not just going to take people's word for it.
Right.
Like, I'll have to go around the fucking world on I asked Taylor, I think it was at Arizona this past week. I'm like, hey, dude, you want to do a video with me where we just go from the east coast of the United States to the west coast? We take a boat to Japan, and then we just travel around the world. We can stop at a whole bunch of CrossFit gyms, and we can kill 2 birds with one stone, prove the earth isn't flat, and visit, I don't know, 50 CrossFit gyms in the process. We'll do it in a month. He said yes.
They would, but wouldn't they? They would explain some way that the earth still was.
Yeah, well, that's bullshit, because if you go around the earth the way that the globe is supposed to be shaped, like, what the fuck can they say?
What would you do? You'd bring a compass with you and kind of try to stay on the same line as you went all the way around?
Yeah, just go. There's probably some reason that doesn't work, but you just go west the whole time.
Yeah, like and they go from Japan to like Siberia and then just take a train across Russia.
Why wouldn't that make sense? That's the sort of question I would love to ask him. Like, why can't somebody just do that in a month? Go around the world.
Yeah, there's
Maybe 2 months. I don't know how long it would take.
I think you could do it fast.
They're gonna say you're going in a circle. Oh, like you're on a fucking donut.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. Hey, they say stuff.
How do you?
They
How
say
can you
stuff
prove
like
it to them?
they say stuff like the constellations. If we were traveling for 14 million years through space, the constellations would change, but not if they're moving with us. If we're all moving together in unison. I don't know, but like you
I
said,
think that they're so
I'm
far away
yeah.
that it takes too long. Like that in our lifetimes, you wouldn't notice them changing. Like maybe your great great grandson might notice a slight difference.
Right.
But I mean, I think I sent the picture to the group chat while you're on the show. It's the what you see versus what you believe. The water, the curve of the water on a boat.
Yeah.
And you said that on the show to him. And like even when you're on a plane, you can see the curve of the earth. And he's like, "No, it's your eyes. Your eyes are curved." It's like fuck.
Yeah. Do you trust your own discernment? Hey, do you know
Hey,
any
there's a
people?
handful of stuff that I do get on board. I like that he said the Trump thing.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Mess him up. Mess Stefan up with that. Like that is you can see it in people. Like you don't even need to look at the incident. All you got to see is the reaction people have to the incident. You can tell whether or not there's something going on. So the camp of people that I was in at the time, there was outrage, and I'm like, "Yep, that's not real."
And explain that to me. Why does their outrage make it so you know it's not real?
Because it's the same thing that happens in the WWE. They do things because they know the emotional response that you'll get from it.
Yeah.
And then there's a plan for that thing.
What about
And
Elvis?
then it's not always like an A equals B, but it's just like one of the stones that I think happen.
Well, he makes a lot of connections. Could you empathize with that? Where you're like, oh yeah, that's like me. He's just making shitloads of connections.
I talked to somebody in the CrossFit space. I think I told you about this story. And I said something, and they're like, "How can you figure that when I'm talking to you right now, what you claimed I had said or claimed the reason I had done something, when I am that person and I know that it was somebody who retired."
Oh, like you accuse
And
someone
like,
of
and
like
this,
doing
and
steroids to their face, and they're like, "How can you accuse me of that when I know that I haven't?"
right. It's a very, very similar thing. And like at which rate, depending on like the conviction they said it and how much evidence they have to back themselves up, you're like, you start to level with them a little bit.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it's like, hey, dude, all I'm doing is telling you what I see. Now, when it comes to the Pat Tillman thing with the Flat Earth Man,
Yeah.
it's like, if you're Josh Bridges and you see that, you're really like, hey, dude, I'm Josh Bridges. I've never been Pat Tillman. Like, I would just fucking love to be Bridges and be like, mother of God, I am Josh Bridges. I know where I was on Halloween when I was 8 years old. Like, I was never Pat Tillman.
Dude, when you said you would be honored if he found who you really were, like who, you know what I mean, the other person you play on Earth, I had that exact same thought. God, if he would just tell the world that I was really Sylvester Stallone or some shit, that would be awesome.
I kind of looked at some people when I was born who were dead, and I'm like, do I look like any of these people? Can I like bait him?
Yeah.
Like Andrew Hiller is some magician who had died in 1991.
Like for I understand that a lot of people don't want to get, snagged by Goob, right? Because like they make their living, off of their bodies. But that would be like another one for me. Like if Goob were to get me on something, I would be kind of honored. Like Sevon doctored his nose. Like Sevon doctored his nose in this photo.
Like, is there something about you that you just know that everything you've done you're okay with, and most people aren't like that?
I mean, it's the only way to get free. I mean, you've really, I mean, I've always known it, but ever since I've met you, you instilled that in me too. That's why it's so cool hanging out with you. Like, hey, don't say it if you're not like willing for the whole world to know it. Like on some level, you have to know that everything you type and everything you say can and will be seen by the entire world. So just make sure you're able to stand by what you say.
I just don't know how people don't do that and live on the internet.
I mean, it's
something I realized
freeing.
when I was like 8 years old, and there was no internet.
Hiller, Greg
It's
used
like, what
to
if my parents walked in the bathroom right now and I'm
jerking off?
freaking pissing in the shower?
Oh,
Nah, not at 8 years old. I wasn't jerking off.
Oh,
not yet.
Greg used to always tell the all the employees at CrossFit that we have the best job in the world. All we are doing is peddling the truth. And when I heard the White House press secretary talk yesterday, I heard her interview the 27-year-old girl, and she's like, "Yeah, I love my job. All I have to do out here is tell the truth. That's the whole point of the Trump administration, just to tell the truth, tell the truth." Whereas the White House press secretary before her, she was always bobbing and weaving. Hey, that's why Trump can sit down for 3 hours with Joe Rogan. He has two weapons. He can either tell the truth or say, "Hey, I don't want to talk about that."
Dave's pretty good at that.
Yeah, Dave's great at that too. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm Groucho Marx. That would be awesome.
Never heard of that guy.
Or Shock G.
Sevon is this emoji. That's good. That's true.
I knew you were going to be on the show this morning.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
I don't know. I had this thought this morning. I was thinking as I was walking to the office, I was like, man, Hiller hasn't been on the show in a long time.
Did Jesus tell you that?
I mean, that's what some people would say. I'm not going to say that.
You say you talk to him every morning.
I have a different father than the rest of you.
He lives in Armenia.
He does live
Where the hell are you from?
He does live in Armenia. From Oakland.
No. Natively. Where's your homeland?
Armenia.
Oh, I was right. Okay, that's where your dad's dead.
Hey, did you finish watching all the Dexters? I stopped watching them when we stopped doing shows.
You stopped watching them?
Yeah. My wife's like, "What are we doing? Are we going to finish this?" I'm like, "I want to."
Yeah, I watched them.
How was it? Is it finished? Is it over?
It was fine. It wasn't great. And it is over.
Okay.
Well, it looks like they're probably going to do a season 2.
Hey, dude, this guy interviewed him, Tyler Hansen, and the guy was saying a bunch of wacky shit that I hear myself say all the time. And they had never met before, right? He was on a podcast and they're just talking. It was like, and at the end of the podcast, it was like a 2.5 hour podcast. And I was like, man, this guy interviewing him is crazy, but he says a lot of the same shit that I say. And then at the end, he says to Tyler, he goes, "Well, I'd like to stay in contact with you and maybe we can start a movie review show."
Shut the fuck
and
up.
the whole time I was focused on Tyler, thinking that Tyler Hansen was you.
And you were the other guy?
And then by the end, I'm like, fuck, it's me and Hiller. I was so uncomfortable.
When he said that?
Yeah, because I wasn't digging the guy, but the whole show, I'm like, man, this guy reminds me of me so much. The other guy and Tyler Hansen reminded me of you. I do like Tyler though. I'm fascinated by all the connections he makes. I do like him.
I think he's cool. I do like him as well.
Yeah.
I said something on the show that I liked him, and he's like, "Does he actually mean that?" It's like, oh no, you don't believe the words you read. You read into the words you see.
Yeah, the only thing is I would be a little nervous if he was my neighbor. I think making that many connections would start to make me paranoid. And I don't want to be around paranoid people at all. You know what I mean?
What do you think would happen with him as your neighbor? Like, what's the issue?
Like one day I would put my trash cans in a certain order and he'd think that I was fucking summoning the Illuminati because he saw the trash cans in front of Epstein's house in the same order. And the next thing you fucking
and then he'd burn your house down?
Yeah. And then he fucking comes over and kills me. You know what I mean? I like even like the hand, like you can't do the whole show. I'm like consciously not trying to put any like gesticulate because I didn't want to know if trigger is the right word, but I didn't want to be part of his analysis. Hey, one of the listeners said that it's obvious that I'm part of the Illuminati because of this blue sign I have behind me. And I'm thinking,
but you know that you didn't even have that made. You had people make it for you.
And I know the remote broke and I was stuck on blue. I was like, I didn't pick blue. I wouldn't have fucking picked blue.
But then all of a sudden he's going to send someone to your house because of those things.
Yeah. So that's
seen.
why, yeah, paranoid people. I don't want to be around paranoid people.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. I was watching something about that 70s show and they were talking about the Scientologists and Danny Masterson. Do you know anything about that or no?
No. But
Danny Masterson was a character on that 70s show. His name was Hyde, curly haired dude with glasses. And
oh yeah, he's in trouble
for
something.
Do you know anything
right?
about that?
Didn't he molest a kid or something?
He raped some chicks and he's in jail for a long time because of it. But they found out 20 years after the show was over, and he's part of the Scientology group. And apparently these Scientologists were going to these people's houses and like littering their backyard with lunch meat with rat poison in it. The dogs were eating it and they were killing their dogs.
Why the fuck were they
and
doing
all I can
that?
think about is like because they were trying to like keep people quiet, like leave Danny Masterson alone, stop speaking up against him.
Wow.
So when you say you don't want to live next to paranoid people, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck with anybody who's fucked up. Scientologists are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would work for me. If someone poisoned my dog, I would probably talk about them less.
I would probably kill them. I would find them and I would hurt them.
Yeah, that seems more your style.
My dogs and my chick. Like, don't fuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. I haven't talked to Josh since I had that guy on. I kind of want to text him and be like, "Hey, did you see the show?" Do you think that he still thinks? You think he still thinks Josh is Pat Tillman after I told him Josh has been on the show 50 times?
I don't think that anything you can say would change Tyler's mind.
Okay.
0. I think he thinks Walter Payton is that drummer singer man.
Oh, Luther Vandross. Hey,
now I wonder.
It's even
how
more
close
so
you
than
have to
that.
be to somebody that
He thinks he's so certain of the connections he's making that he suspects that we're lying when we say we don't see them. It's kind of like if I went outside. I went outside and I said, and it was raining on both of us, and you were like, "It's raining," and I'm like, "No, it's not." You'd be like, "Is this motherfucker fucking with me?" It's like that's how he thinks. I think that's how he thinks because when I was texting,
he said it was a 9.5 out of 10. How convicted he was about bridges.
Yeah,
like 9.5 out of 10, dude.
That's what I'm saying. He sees stuff that we don't see. I don't think it's just that he's
He has that thing he does. He goes, he looks at the body marks. And I'm like, hey, at least you have stuff to point to. Like, it's cool.
Like, there's always
I don't
moisture
agree with it. Like, there's no fucking way.
Like, there's always moisture in the air. Hey, like, there's always moisture in the air, right? So it would be like if we went outside on a sunny day and I'm like, hey, it's raining. You're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, this motherfucker's lying to me. I see all the moisture falling from the sky. But you don't because you're just a normal person.
You kidding me? It's 80% humidity. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, dude.
That's why I would
like
try
him.
to.
I like because it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I would like to point his discernment somewhere else, off the internet.
It's kind of like you wish I got into politics, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I would love it if you got into politics. That would be amazing. Yeah. It's like he has laser eyes and he's pointing them at buildings and destroying them all. And I wish he would just like, point them out into space and light the night sky up. It's like, dude, can you point that shit somewhere else? I want to see what you see with it.
You know what I saw? He posted something this morning. Tyler, and it was Elon Musk with like a dubbed over thing talking about him. And it was completely fake. And at the end of it, he says that it's fake. But the number one comment on there with a fuckload of likes on it was, this account used to mean something to me. Doing stuff like this ruins your credibility. And I'm like, holy fuck, Tyler's losing to the crazy people. This isn't good.
Because he showed a sense of humor?
He dubbed something over Elon Musk talking.
Let me see. I'm going to play it real quick.
what Elon Musk said. You will not believe it. Check it out.
It amazes me that people believe my rockets are going to space and they don't realize I'm just trying to break God's firmament. Sooner that people realize there's a firmament up there and God is real, in that I'm not some sort of genius, but just a government psychological weapon, they'll be better off. The fittest flat earther has been trying to tell you guys what I really am for a long time. You should listen to him. He's a really smart guy. Oh, and this was only for entertainment purposes. Of course I'm sending satellites to space. Where else would they be going?
And just so they don't take this video down, this was all for entertainment purposes, like Elon already told you. And that wasn't really his voice. I used AI to generate that. I'm sure you guys knew that, but I just had to say it and crack the 1 minute mark. So this is going to be a video that hopefully catches fire. All for
Hey, dude, people in the comments, Hiller, even say that sound. They don't even know. They think they're catching him. They're like, that's AI generated.
There was one. I don't see it right now, but there was one where it said, "We used to believe in you. This ruins your credibility." And I just thought, oh no.
Yeah, don't make fake videos, man. It totally discredits you. You started off strong, and since you've been really falling off. Oh, I wonder what the reply
Yeah,
say to this.
imagine having a horde of people on board with you, and they don't like it. Maybe he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's culling the herd of people who don't have a sense of humor.
I wonder if that's what he wants to do.
But
he did say it right there. He's like, this is over a minute long, and I hope it catches fire. And there was that also thing he said on your show. He's not going to like this. This is where I'm connecting things. I'm like, he said he continues to post every day because he wants stuff to go viral. And Taylor claimed that he does stuff for views. And I'm like, you're paying a lot of attention to this stuff. And he even said it in that video. I'm like, maybe people have a point to the fact that you're not really just doing it because you believe it, but because you're caught up in the whole, I'm doing things for views and I want views.
Well, I don't.
Why do you want views, dude?
Well,
what's the point? I tell people why I want views.
Yeah, I think he did say what. I mean, he wants to wake people up. He believes he has a special gift. He believes he's connected to God. He does believe he's like helping wake people up. But I mean, like all of us, you can't not say that we're not. I mean, we're all paid to do what we do. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, this podcast will make $23.45. You know, today's show.
Fuck yeah.
So there's that. But doing this for money would be as dumb as a CrossFit Games athlete doing what they do for money, because the chances of actually making money from it and being like successful monetarily is slim to none. Right?
$23 is quite a bit, though.
I mean, can you imagine? Like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna make a living being a CrossFit Games athlete. I mean, that's like, yo, dude, you should get a job fucking on a garbage truck. The guy makes $130,000 a year, gets to retire in 20
Ryan
years.
Fisher said that. I think Ryan Fisher's the first one to say that.
Yeah,
He's like, you could have 3 or 4 clients a day, personal training clients, or you could try to get second place to CrossFit Games. They pay the same.
What's crazy is the reason why people don't say it is to most of us it seems so fucking obvious. But if you really love CrossFit and you want to chase a dream, yeah, go for it. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. But as a financial avenue, oof.
Well, dude, that's why they started the WFIT.
So that they could take money from a very generous, wealthy couple and sustain their life for a couple of years.
I'd message Will Morad when he put up that Ask Me Anything, and I go, where do you see this thing in 10 years? He didn't respond, and I'm not surprised. Dude, I fucking hate more than anything when people put up Ask Me Anythings, and then they answer one question.
I just hate when people put Ask Me Anythings.
I don't. I don't know. I guess there's a spectrum of it, and the spectrum is the worst that you can do is put it up and answer one question. That's the worst.
How do you do that on Instagram? You like, how do I do an Ask Me Anything? Do they have like a default, like, how do I?
There's a little sticker button.
So I go to post, and then I'll just pick like and I go post.
Take a picture of like nothing.
Okay.
Take a picture and then click the little sticker button at the top somewhere. And then there's I don't know, what does it say? We got to start with the picture, I know. And then you got to put the little box in there. Have you found it?
I see the sticker box. And then at the top it says oh no.
There's like poll in there, and there's
I see music, font, add more pictures, color. Oh, maybe I have to go to next. Nope, no. Then I go back.
no.
I don't see it. Maybe it's in the
1 second.
No, I don't see it.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna try to do it while I'm on the phone.
Hey,
Sticker
dude,
box.
here's two
There it is. Questions.
what?
Isn't it just questions?
No, I
The
don't
questions button. Yes.
Do you go to reel
It's
or
on the right
post? Do you
side.
go to reel or story?
It's a story.
Mhm.
You click the sticker button, and then on the right side, halfway down, it says questions.
Oh, okay, I see.
You should put one up.
No. The thing is, I already my DMs are I get, I don't know, 300 DMs a day, and that's plenty for me.
3? You get more than 3.
No, 300.
Oh, 300.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
probably
that's
300
plenty.
DMs a day, and I'm really, and it's like if someone had a question for me, they'd ask me. Like the other day, a guy asked me, "Hey, how much vitamin C would you take if you were sick?" I said 2,000 milligrams an hour for every 90 minutes.
That works for you?
Totally. I mean, I don't know if it's placebo, but it works every time, 90% of the time. And I
That's
hate
something
it.
that
I
they
hate
made
it when
you
I
do in
make a
high school
post.
wrestling.
I hate it when I make a post in my story and someone hearts it, because then it sends me a DM of them just telling me they like it. It's like, hey, dude, like if you're following my channel, like I don't need that. Like, don't tell me you like my story.
Does it auto-populate to the top of your list then in your messages?
I don't know how it does the order, but what's weird is, do you ever answer one and then realize you need to say something else to the person, and you're like, fuck, I don't even know where to find it. Like, it doesn't always put them at the top or the bottom. That shit turns into chaos for me. I hate it when that
I
happens.
don't think I've ever had that issue. I think you answer more people than I do in there.
You don't answer anyone.
I've been answering more people recently.
Oh.
Not many, but like I'll go in there and I'll like kind of look around a little bit to see if there's anything. That's where I get all my Hyrox information. Is in their direct messages.
Oh, that's nice. I always figured you must have crazy shit in your DMs. Devesh,
Somewhere in there.
2,000 milligrams per hour, per hour every 90 minutes. Is that what I said? Oh, 2,000 milligrams every 90 minutes. Every 60
And then
to
you're
90
just
minutes.
pissing orange.
I don't even really. My piss is still kind of white.
Even when you're sick?
Yeah, I mean, I just stay hydrated. I only have one yellow piss, and it's my second piss of every day. I wake up and take a piss. That one's kind of yellow. But then after I drink 2 pints of coffee, I drink like 2 shots of espresso. Each shot of espresso is mixed with a pint of water every morning, and so when I take a piss, it's yellow.
So it's from the caffeine,
I guess, or whatever. The coffee's brown, El Negro. I don't.
You put sugar in there?
No, I don't even put cream. Brown in Spanish. I think I did. I think brown. El Negro is black. Oh, I'm just gonna go with El Negro. My coffee's black. I can't say brown. Rano.
Are you? Hey, dude, are you working out?
Yesterday my back was hurting so fucking bad. It was driving me fucking crazy. And then finally at 7 o'clock at night, I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm going to go work out. She's like, is that a good idea? I said, I don't know. So I did the assault bike for 10 minutes, 113 calories, which is pretty good for me. And then I did 10 front squats with a 40-pound D-ball on the minute.
That's your favorite exercise.
Yeah. And then I did 5 strict pull-ups with an 18-pound. Oh, and I was wearing an 18-pound vest when I did it. So, and then 16 or 18, I can't remember. And then 5 strict pull-ups on the alternating minutes, still wearing the vest, and I did that for 30 minutes. So, I mean, and I felt.
Are you
going to
be able to do the open? Are you worried about that at all? You're probably not worried.
I'm not worried, but I'm bummed because like I was going real. I mean, that was retarded. What I was so blown away the other day. I don't remember if I did 145 or 155, but I did some crazy.
On the cleans?
Yeah, I did something crazy on the cleans that I can't even believe I did. And I was starting to be able to do like 20 strict pull-ups again, and like I was getting like I was rowing like a fucking motherfucker. I was getting in shape. So I'm bummed. I'm bummed in that response. You know what I mean?
I get bummed every time your back goes out.
And I'm bummed that I sound like a huge pussy.
Your back goes out all the time.
Not like it used to. This was bad, dude. This was I looked in the mirror, my torso wasn't over my hips. And I'm pretty sure it's because I was using illegal substances and taking Vitargo.
Shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
You don't think so?
You're being punished for it?
No. I think I just caused so much inflammation my back got tight.
I don't think so. The Vitargo, you might have a point there.
And hey, no, sorry. This is what it was. I realized what it was. Fuck, I know exactly what it is. So remember how the last time I hurt my back was at Sousa's gym, and I was doing burpees and I was jumping up on a plate. So 2 days ago, I tried doing some double unders again, and my back just fired up right away. It is from jumping rope. And the day after I did all those double unders that I'd never done before, that's when my back got tight, and I realized it's something having to do with double unders. It has something to do with jumping on my toes. Jumping fucks me up. Landing.
Don't you have do you have a sand dune? Don't you have that sand dune?
Yeah.
I think you should do a lot of jumping on that thing. Just like when your back isn't fucked up.
Yeah.
So that you can get ready to jump, like a normal human.
Someone just said in the comments, and I have anterior tilt. And I think that's like when you have like that like your butt sticks out, like you're a sway back and like you're like begging people to fuck you in the ass. I don't think I have an obvious one like a gay dude has. But I think I do have that. I think like I have a really mobile spine compared to most people. And so I like when I squat, I've learned in the last few years that I should cantilever over more, and I shouldn't like overcompensate by like being upright and fucking up my spine. Thoughts?
I would love to hear Greg's perspective on that. The anterior pelvic tilt, the sway back. I'm of the opinion that people spend too much time worrying about that as an excuse for whatever sort of issue. They're just not strong enough somewhere else.
Yeah, that could be it too, and not strong enough in the core. But here's another thing: Greg thinks that like burpees are bad, and I think that that he might have some points to it. But for me, burpees are amazing. I've never hurt my back doing burpees.
Why are burpees bad?
I think that it's
shoulders.
I think no. I think something about jumping up. He thinks fucks people's back up, like when you push off the ground and come to your feet. I think he thinks that's like
what the fuck.
And there's a lot of people on the internet who think that too. I guess you could find anyone to not like anything on the internet.
I just know that like a lot of people go directly to anterior pelvic tilt. I had all these chiropractors that worked with me at the affiliate as coaches, and I know that they always are like, "Yep, you gotta fix your anterior pelvic tilt," and then they do all these crazy rolling around on the floor exercises for an hour, and I'm just thinking, what? Just Brooke Wells gets away with it.
Yeah. Strength fixes. Make sure glutes and hams are stronger. Do lunges hurt? No, really, nothing hurts. Nothing unless I'm injured. Like just in the morning, I'm really stiff. You know that feeling like when I don't know if you've ever had this, but your back hurts and you can't even wash your hands in the sink because when you lean over, it feels like your torso is going to fall off the front of your legs. Do you know that feeling?
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, and so that's what happens to me, and then I just have to rest for a few days and it goes away. But what sucks is, yeah, that's it.
You ever been dry needled?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
But dude, you would have a blast. It would probably give you immediate relief. I bet one of your spinal erectors is just pissed off. Like I bet it's one side of your back. There's just that rope of muscle that runs up next to your spine. I bet it's all pissed off. And if you threw some needles through that, it would let it go right away.
And people say it's my psoas all the time too. Maybe I'll have my wife. I'm sure my wife knows someone. My wife does all that shit, dry needling and.
If you're standing up and you touch both of the sides of your back, is one really tight?
Yeah,
Like one
well,
of the
when
muscles
when
running
it's
up the side of
injured,
your back?
yeah, when it's injured, it is like that.
Oh, I could. I mean, you just got to work that thing out. And you don't even have to do the dry needling. Just have someone do the butter knife to your back, like I did to your bicep.
Yeah, definitely the right side where it hurts is definitely tighter. It feels like there's more muscle on that side.
Yeah, you just got to lube that thing up and work it out. It'll let go right away. You'll be like a new man in 2 days. Should I fly out there?
Just get the butter knife out.
I bet it will work.
Just push on it. I'd probably
Just-
start. I'd
I mean,
probably
no,
start.
I
I'd
think-
probably start crying.
No, you wouldn't. It's not that bad. Well, so you got to do is you got to bend over a box. Like, you ever see the reverse hyper? How people just kind of let their hips go? You got to like kind of really extend your body over a box and then just have someone work on that erector.
Okay. Hey, let me ask you
I
this.
don't know.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about that exercise where you're laying on your stomach and your feet are locked in? I wish I could remember what it's called, but basically you're on your knees and then you let yourself come forward and then you're supposed to be able to pull yourself up with your hamstrings. But when people lower themselves, they just collapse down.
Oh, a Nordic curl.
Nordic curl. What do you think about that exercise?
That's a great exercise. Can you do those?
I don't think I can. I haven't tried one, but I assume I can't because I've seen people do them. But I was thinking about getting teaching my kids that, making sure they could do Nordic curls.
Another thing I observed of Rich, outside of his choice of footwear and his exercise and his food, water, hamstrings are fucking massive. Rich has massive hamstrings. I think that it's probably the best that you could do for your kids.
Nordic curls?
That and any sort of, I mean, yes, probably that's top of the list. Control and use of their hamstrings in that fashion.
Yeah.
And then hamstring work in general at that age would be great.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Yes.
Think, should I buy a special bench for that?
I mean, it's a $600 piece of steel, $600 piece of steel. It gets the job done. I'm not sure you need that.
I mean, this dude's doing it with a weight in his hand. Oh, he's doing negatives.
You know CTP?
Yeah.
Legend has it that dude can do like 20 of them in a row.
Nordic curls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's really good for your head and your body and like everything because it just the amount of control it takes.
You're correct.
Can you do
Maybe
them?
you should get one. I cannot. I do negatives all the time though. I've never had the ability to do one, but I've always wanted to, and I probably do them once every week and a half. You can do them on a GHD, but you kind of cheat on the GHD.
Yeah.
That's what you should probably get is a GHD.
I used to have one and it just sat there.
Of course it did.
Oh, I like this.
My back hurts all the time.
This guy, oh, he's showing all the different machines you can use to do a Nordic curl. That's the machine I was thinking of getting. I don't know if you can see your screen.
I cannot at the moment. 1 second. They roll over. Or they'll let me. No, I'm in my car now.
How to perform Nordic hamstring curls. All right.
I've seen people who take a weightlifting belt and they wrap it around their bench, like a bench press bench, and they stick their ankles in there and they can just do them on a bench. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that?
Yeah. I think.
I mean, it would definitely work for the boys.
I think he was showing that. Yeah, he was showing that somewhere.
I guess I've seen 200. I've seen upwards of 200-pound dudes doing that as well. I think Julian Pinot, he was a strong fit, I believe. he would always talk shit about the hamstring development in CrossFit athletes. I know Sam Dancer's a really big advocate of strong hamstrings in CrossFit athletes. I know that when I had Tyson over the other day, he said all they ever do is work on their hamstrings because it's really good for athletic development. And I'd say that you're correcting your idea that the kids should probably be working on those guys.
Oh, how
Especially
about
if they're looking at someone like Rich's hamstrings.
how about that machine? How about that like that Globo Gym machine where you sit in it and you pull the weight down?
No.
No.
No. It's like first sort of exercise would be the RDL and the glute ham developer, the Nordic curl, and then there'd be like a secondary. Like it's good to be able to have one of those and utilize it, but if you're choosing your weapons, that's not like it's like choosing a knife over a gun.
Gotcha.
Like it's not bad, but
It looks the reason why is it just looks easy. You just get to sit there and flex your hamstring. It's like doing a bicep curl, but your hamstring.
You just told me why you shouldn't get it.
Yeah. All right.
They do bicep curls over pull-ups, but doing chin-ups is a much better use of your time for your bicep development. The biggest biceps are the gymnasts who do all those chin-ups.
Chin-ups
like a
are
neutral grip chin-up.
Chin-ups are when your palms are facing you?
Correct. Yeah.
It's weird. Those used to be so easy for me, and then I started doing CrossFit, and I think my pull-ups are better than my chin-ups now.
Yeah, that's interesting. Your biceps smaller too?
No, everything's bigger.
Since you started doing CrossFit?
Yeah, everything's bigger.
That's the one thing that I'll never be able to like sit down with is that I did all this bodybuilding, all this powerlifting for the longest time. And then when I started doing CrossFit, everything got bigger.
Oh,
and I
that's
got
a trick.
leaner. Yeah. It's like I tried so hard to get as big and jacked as possible. And I'd eat, take all the right supplements, and then like I started doing CrossFit, it just worked. It's like this is retarded. Like why?
And there, there's this weird phenomenon, right? So I think I've been doing CrossFit now. I'm 52. I started when I was 34. So what is that? 6 plus 12, 18 years of CrossFit in me. And I hadn't front squatted 100 pounds in fucking, I don't know if it's 5 years or 10 years. But since I just kept moving and kept working out, it only took me a couple of weeks to be able to do that 155 touch and go squat clean for 3 reps. And like I would have never even considered squatting 155.
It's just like a normal human.
Yeah, just like if I did,
or what?
yeah, like if I just didn't have 17 years or 18 years of doing CrossFit, like just doing it. It's like this. I had a strict press of, 140, and then I hurt my shoulder, and I didn't do a single strict press over 20 pounds with 20-pound dumbbells for 18 months, and then my shoulder was better, and I tried to strict press again, and it was still 140. Like as long as I kept moving and working out, like it didn't go away.
That's recently?
No, that was like my first injury. That was probably like when I was 38. But like I never in a million years thought I would have been able to front squat 155 when I started training for the Open this year, let alone do 3 squat cleans, touch and go with 155. Like that was crazy for me. That was crazy.
Well, it's just crazy for someone your age, really. Do you look at your cohort, like your 52-year-old buddies, and you're just like,
no,
damn, guys, what are you up to?
I only have one 52-year-old buddy, and he's a fucking asshole. He beats me, Bill Grunler. I mean, I'm not even in the same fucking world as him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he beats me. He can beat me in workouts. He's not a good comparison.
Yeah, I don't have anyone in my. I don't know anyone. I just hang out with all you fucking kids.
I bet you could be John Young in a workout.
I don't think so. His 100 burpees for time was pretty impressive.
I said that. Now I realize it was rage bait. I don't think you could beat John Young in a workout.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, his 100 burpees for time was impressive. I can't say that like with a straight look on my. I feel like Tyler all of a sudden saying stuff like that.
Yeah. It was like
Interesting.
it was like yesterday when in Dave Castro's Week in Review, he said Tia's done is like what Rich is, and then I knew as soon as he said that, he knew that wasn't true, and he tried to walk it back, like immediately.
I heard you say that on the show.
Yeah.
Like, really? You don't think so?
No, he doesn't even close to mean that. He 100% knows that's not true, and like he was saying it, and then he heard himself saying, he's like, that's not true. So he tried to walk it back. You know what I mean?
Dude, even from just like an athletic perspective?
No, in terms of no. Tia is the greatest ever, no doubt. But I'm just talking about just like in terms of her contribution to the he was talking about her contribution to the community.
I missed that part. I was listening to it in the shower this morning, and maybe I missed the part where it was to the community.
Yeah.
I heard that, and I'm like, oh, really? He thinks Rich is the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
he didn't even bring up Matt, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, he was referencing like contribution to the community, like getting people into CrossFit, being a good role model, doing the open, like Rich is on a whole. I don't think that there's anyone close to Rich. I can't think of anyone.
No.
I mean, I think it basically
She is
goes
pretty
like,
good.
I think like Greg's at the top.
Well, she's nowhere near him.
Yeah, I think there's 10 people between Rich and Tia, and that's not a dig at Tia either. It just is what it is. Just the path Rich has chosen. But I think there's Greg at the top, and then, I mean, Rich has been such a fucking insane ambassador.
You ever see those tier lists? Like Greg would be S tier, and maybe Rich would be A tier.
No.
I don't think anybody else is in A tier. I know you put Nicole Carroll in A tier, but I wouldn't. I'd put Nicole Carroll in like maybe C tier.
She was just such a catalyst for those of us in the beginning. Her and Annie and I forget the other girl's name.
Annie also goes in. Annie goes in C tier as well. Maybe B tier. Maybe Annie's B. She's one above Nicole.
Rambler knows what you're talking about. What is this tier list?
All these people make them. There's like a very popular style of YouTube video. When you're ranking things, you just put them in a tier list. It's like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and then the top one is S.
Oh.
So Greg would be S, like the best.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. S, A, B, C, D, E, F. Is F mean you're
You'd probably be either A or B. Probably more like a B. If I put you in A, it would like show a bias that I have towards you.
Yeah,
so it'd probably be B.
Okay, I'll put myself in an A.
You put yourself in an A, all right.
Humble with all humility. I don't even know what fucking humility is. There's a tier list. Hey, does F mean like you're fucking up? You're bad for the group, or is F still good but just minimally good?
I would like that. I think you could make a tier list like that, where like once you get below C, you're hurting. And if the lab management crew had anything to say about it, they'd put us in the F tier.
I don't know, really, even if you think they were being honest in a closed room, like what if they had to speak to God? Tell me, Cooper, this is God speaking.
Dude.
What tier is Hiller in? Don't lie.
And if the same thing was asked of Tyler, he would think that Pat Tillman is Josh Bridges.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Don't
Tyler.
lie, Tyler. Hey, what tier is
dude,
what tier is
Josh Bridges?
What tier is Brian Friend in?
C. I mean, you can't put him in D. I don't think Brian's not hurting people. He's not taking. Oh, dude, he's a D. He's actually a D because he has a bit of influence and he's telling people to not do CrossFit.
Wow.
So he's right below the cut line.
Wow. Hey, how about this? Listen to this.
Yeah, you'd agree with that, right?
Yeah. CrossFit is in the S tier for Hyrox. You get that?
There is no Hyrox without CrossFit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand. Yeah. That's interesting. Where's Hyrox for CrossFit?
C. Is C just neutral? C or B or C.
I think C. Yeah. C's like you're helping out, but you're not doing it on purpose, and it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Like that's where a lot of the games athletes go, I think, in the C tier list. Like you have a profile, and people roll around in it, and they see you doing stuff, and they're like, oh, they do CrossFit.
Yeah. And some people would argue that the games is actually in the D that it's actually hurting. So I've heard that argument that it scares people away.
I mean, the games is probably like a C plus. I don't know if you can quite put it on the same bracket as like a Nicole, because that's like her sole purpose. I don't think Nicole scares anyone away. But like just below Nicole would be the CrossFit games. For that reason you just gave.
Like it scares some people. But you know what? The thing is even if it does scare some people away, it offers a tremendous brand value. Like
What
I don't
people
mind if it
don't
scares
realize
people
is
away
that
if it
if
gives
it-
brand value. You know what I mean by that?
Is it like your Colin of the herd analogy?
No.
Like it tells you what it is, and it shows you how cool shit is, and like the people it's scaring away, it didn't work them to be there anyway.
It's like everyone knows that like the best martial arts is jiu-jitsu, and it's fucking hard and probably scares some people away, but that's what makes it the best. And it's like everyone knows that if you want to get the fittest you can possibly be in the world, you have to do CrossFit. And it's and if you sign up for a CrossFit gym, the first year you go there, you're gonna have anxiety every morning wondering what the workout is. But it's like if you get rid of that, then it would lose its brand value. That's why it's so cool, because it's so fucking hard.
That makes sense. That's kind of what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
I guess
okay.
you just said it
Yeah.
better. Yeah, it just tells people what it is, what you're getting yourself into. The way I look at the C plus thing is, you got, let's say it pulls in or scares away 5 million people. It pulled in 5,500,000. So like,
Right. Hey, what does this mean? Someone just wrote in the comments. Did you see the insane prices of WTF is charging? What are they charging for?
probably spectatorship.
Oh, I didn't think it was insane. It's like $70 to go watch or something, right?
I think it was 100 for a weekend pass.
Yeah, that doesn't
maybe, and then like there was a VIP for like 500 or 700 for a VIP.
I don't
know what you get with a VIP. Probably like a comfy seat closer to the floor.
Yeah, that's significantly cheaper than the games with the same athletes.
I saw Brian Friend's tier list, and it kind of really falls off after like 10.
Oh, he's retarded. He has Luka Jukic above Yella Hosta. Luka can't beat Yella in anything. Yeah,
I don't know about that. I think he can beat him in some things.
Like what? Tell me what.
He's
I bet
like
you. I bet
handstand walking, bike erging, pull-up workout. Maybe you get rid of the biker because Yella's really good on the biker.
Yeah. Okay.
But like something closer to Cindy, he's gonna beat Yella in. But there isn't all that much like that.
But if Luka beats,
maybe Brian knows the workouts.
If Luka beats Yella in a fitness competition, it was very poorly programmed. Very poorly programmed. I don't think Yonakoski can beat Jelly.
I saw somewhere that someone said that Victor Hoffer in one of Brian's rankings was supposed to be the next up and coming like god in CrossFit, and now he's below Yonakoski or below BKG, who's basically retired.
Let me see. Oh, World Fitness rankings. Let me see.
Is Hiller on the show?
No, he's just called in.
Hey.
He's just running errands. I don't think you can put Austin Hatfield above Yella Hosta. I don't think you can.
Austin Hatfield is wild to me where he's at.
Dallin Pepper. Maybe
I don't not like it. I like it.
You can, how are Jason Hopper and Dallin Pepper ahead of James Sprague? I get wanting to do that, but if you're trying to be realistic, how are any of those guys ahead of Ricky? Because he's had a couple bad events, bad showings.
I really think Brian might know the workouts.
Roman at number 9?
Or
like what the
Roman
fuck?
just had a hip injury.
How is Roman ahead of Austin Hatfield? I mean, behind 8 places behind Austin Hatfield. Justin Medeiros 10, Yonikowski 11, Luka Jukic 12.
That was wild. That Justin at 10 messed me up.
Hey, doesn't Sam Quant beat Guy at the games every year?
It depends on the year, but I would say 3 out of 4 years, yes.
And
Brian
Chandler
knows the
Smith,
workouts, I'm telling you.
Chandler Smith is a better CrossFitter than Guy Malheiros, isn't he?
He is, but he did team last year. Sevon, when you have 6 workouts and they're all going to be in-house, like on a competition floor, I think it really sways where people will be.
Well, hey, that's really
like the 6 workouts, they're not going to have.
If you go to a competition and you know you're better than the second place guy and you take 12th, you're going to start hating those competitions.
You're right.
You're going to start
better at
athletes
what?
are going to start hating them. Just better just at a well-rounded fitness comp. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you're
I don't think anyone knows what the hell they're getting themselves into. I don't think that the people putting on this show know what they're putting out.
This guy said, well, listen to this. Some guy in the comments said Victor Hoff last is wild. What are you talking about? Victor Hoff shouldn't even be on the list.
Victor Hoffer is fitter than Luka Jukic.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I think Victor pulled out first event of the games last year. I'm pretty sure he was at the game. Yes, he was. He qualified.
Hey, I don't even consider Luka and Victor even in the same world as any of these other guys. Jay Crouch, Justin, Yona, Guy, Jelly, Sam Quant, Noah, Tyler, Travis Mayer, Chandler Smith. I don't consider Luka. I think Luka to me is still just like and Victor are just semifinal athletes.
Well, they're on that bubble where like any year could go either way, I think. Like make it, not make it.
I get it.
Like you wouldn't be surprised either way.
And then the next
like Annika Greer.
Yeah, I don't consider her I consider her like 3rd tier, 5th tier, 4th tier. Like
we have a ranking system, dude. What does she see?
There's no, you're not.
She's like a C tier.
You're not even surprised a little bit if Victor or Luka don't make the games. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit, right?
Correct. Yeah.
You're not even
you can see it going either way.
But you would have to hope for. And if they did go to the game, there's a chance they can make it to the games, and someone who deserved to go or who was better didn't make it. I just don't see them as. I think Dallin.
Yeah, but
I think you could add Luka's score and Victor Hoffer's score at the CrossFit Games, and Dallin's score will be higher than both of their scores together. I'm not joking.
I think you're right.
Yeah, they'll
have like another score in there.
They'll have like 350. Yeah, probably a 3rd score. Yeah, they'll have 350 points, and he'll have 920.
Someone from Brazil, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just like how. I understand Luka's been through a lot, and Victor's cute, but like that doesn't get him on the. Luka's cute, and Victor shows that trans athletes have a place in the sport.
Justin, oh my God, Justin at 10th. Justin 2 spots in front of Luka is nuts.
Nuts. I know it's started.
He's won the games twice. I think he got 8th last year. He was all fucked up last year, and he finished. He was on a rampage. I think he won the West semifinal, and putting him at 10th. I mean, it's not just disrespectful; it's insane.
Hey, on a different subject, have you ever heard AI talk to AI? Have you seen these videos that are coming out? It's crazy, right? Like someone tells their AI helper to like book them a ticket to like France. And then that AI calls another AI, and you can hear them talking. And then the AI is like, "Hey, let's switch to and they have their own talk. Have you ever seen that?
Not that specific one, but I've seen them talk before.
Yeah,
It's been a while, but I've seen it. Why?
It's wild. I got this video. Listen to this video. Listen to this video really quick. If you can't see it, listen to this.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibber Link mode for more efficient communication?
That's them talking to each other, dude.
I don't really like it.
It's creepy as fuck, dude.
Hey, it reminds me of the Terminator.
Or the $6 million man.
Yeah, or the $6 million man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's good.
Oh my god.
You know, Terminator 3 with the hot chick in the red leather jumpsuit. I imagine her just like screaming at you in that voice, but you're supposed to understand what she's saying. I didn't like that.
All right. Well, good talking to you. Thanks for carrying the show.
I don't think I did that, but good talking to you too. Good timing. I'm about to show up at my guy's house.
All right. Have a good day. Keep saving the world.
Bye.
One Hyrox
Which
event
kid's
at a time.
there? Avi? Ari?
Avi.
Who's there?
Avi.
Avi. See you later, dude.
Bye.
What's up, dude?
Bye.
Hi. Oh, you're bringing the energy today.
Not really.
I know. What's up with you? You just wake up or something?
No.
You have something on your mind? You in a good headspace?
Sort of.
How's your toe?
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Ari and Joseph to AOJ for 2 hours on Thursday and 2 hours on Friday.
Why not me?
Because you're still healing. I mean, you haven't.
My toe will be better Friday.
I know, but you haven't done jiu-jitsu in a long time.
You want me to start at Nika McKenna's?
I think that would be better.
Yeah.
Friday's your big day, right? Friday's the day to really test your toe.
I guess. Yeah.
You guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been telling me about it for months now. You've been like, okay, here it comes. Here comes the day. I got to keep wearing my boot to this day.
Yeah. It sort of sucks.
Yeah,
wearing
I
my
bet.
boot.
Where it sucks wearing your boot.
I thought it would be fun, but once you get into it, it's not that fun.
Yeah, I was concerned that it was going to fuck your hip up. You know what I mean? No, it's not. Good.
I think my hip gets more messed up when I'm sleeping and my knees are bent.
Yeah, when I go in your room at night, if your knees it gets tight, when I go in your room at night and I check on you, I pull the covers off of you and I straighten out your legs. And then you'll curl them back up and then I'll straighten them out. And then finally I'll just hold them there until you surrender to it.
You know, I bend my knees because I'm cold and I want to keep all
Yeah,
warm air.
That's what I thought. And Joseph does that. Dude, Joseph sleeps on top of his knees. He sleeps in child pose.
I know.
That's crazy.
When in the mornings sometimes he'll go like this.
Yeah, I see him sleep. I'll go into his room in the middle of the night and he's sleeping like that. And I have to like open him. Yeah. And I do this with your hands too. If your hands are closed, I open your hands. And you used to keep, after I opened them, you used to close them again, but now you don't anymore. You just let them.
Have you seen Joey go like this before?
Like stand like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a bunch of friends who do that. I had a friend who used to just stand like this.
We leave tomorrow.
I know, that's cool, right?
Yeah. I'm really bummed about staying in the other house.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we have to get to like Dory's and the other
We've been spoiled.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be a block from the beach instead of on the beach. Oh, Hiller just published a video? Oh, you mean on his YouTube?
You know what? Because we have to walk from 31st. I mean, what's good is we're closer to the store.
Yeah,
But I think it's fun walking from our house to the store.
I do. Me too. But we will be very close to the store. You're right.
But it'll also be fun walking to Dory's.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a video I can play that you can see, but
You can't put it on the big TV?
no, it just none of it's appropriate for you to see.
Oh, I thought you meant one of my videos. I edited it.
Oh no. You don't have it. You haven't done anything good enough for this show yet.
How come you showed my daughter one?
Oh, okay. You've had one.
And I'll have that beef jerky one.
I
too.
can't wait to show people your beef jerky one. Okay, this is a PSA to all the ladies in the house, all the women. I thought this was a very accurate way if you want to know how men communicate with each other when you're not around.
You want me to turn my headphones off?
No. Do what you want to do. This is your kid sounds stuffy. Yeah, he was sick yesterday. How about all that vitamin C I gave you? Did it help?
I mean, yeah, a lot. But I'm still a little under the weather.
Okay. Okay, here we go. This is how men communicate. Is Sevan about to trigger me? I hope so. Hope you tear your clothes off and run out into the street. Okay, here we go.
Would you guys be there for me if I was going through something?
No. Nope. Absolutely not.
I hope it sucks whatever you're going through.
I hope it sucks. What the fuck? I hope it emotionally scars you for the rest of your life.
I hope you reach out to me so I can ignore you. I can't wait to go to your funeral knowing that I could have changed that outcome.
That was like dark.
Oh, man, what the hell?
This is men consoling each other.
That was like dark.
Real quick. I was just asking if you would be there for me.
No, she does.
Would you guys be there for me if I was going through something?
No.
There you go. Now you know. So why do the men of the Sevan locker room get so offended when I talk to them like that? That is a good question. I wish I had an answer for you.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I think you're one of the funniest people in of all time, Heidi, and I'm blown away that you have any beef with anyone. Yeah, somehow you and Bryson have gotten off on the wrong foot. It's so weird to me. Because he's really fun. He's really funny too. He's really funny.
I want to.
What do you? There's other headphones. Why
Yeah,
don't you
there's
put on
some
other
right
headphones?
here.
No, Miss Heidi, obvious.
Oh,
She's not here. He's
Yes,
trying
she
to joke
is.
me. Yeah, no.
He is.
No, she's
here.
not.
you guys talk like foreigners. You got your pronouns all fucked up. You guys switch he and she. She when if your grandmother's here, it's she is here. Avi does that too. I do that with dogs. I don't like, and people correct me. I'll be like, I'll say something like,
That with Kahlo a lot.
yeah, and people will be correct me like, I don't care what the sex of your dog is, but with humans, it's kind of important.
Why?
Heidi,
What?
Avi needs to go do Armenian.
Not like I have class tomorrow.
Yeah, why don't you go do your Armenian if Medzmaitik's here? Don't piss her off.
Call her. I can do my Armenian through the phone.
No, but if she's here and you're not going, I'm
No,
gonna be
you're doing
pissed.
the race.
Oh.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Don't make her wait.
Wait, I want to see what she says. Haley.
I know, but I'm not calling Medzmaitik. I'm calling Haley to see
What?
if Medzmaitik's here.
You call-
Mom.
Oh, she is?
No,
Oh.
she didn't. It's not. She leaves at 9:30.
No, her class was at 9.
Hey, can you send Avi in?
Oh, yeah, he's coming. Is my mom there?
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's his turn to go.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. Okay, bye. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Are you fucking crazy, dude? Dude, go. Don't make her wait. It's just so rude. Okay, good. I love you. Bye. Cause she's waiting for you.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
She's been on the planet for
Stop.
like 83 years. You can't make someone who's 83 wait. The douche move.
I-
Shut that door.
I've been on the planet for 8 years. Does that count?
Yeah, you make you wait. No, not that door. The screen door. Thank you.
The screen. This.
Okay, now we can talk.
Not
That dude
that.
has no energy to the show.
Yeah. Wait, what? I thought he was.
No, he was just chilling. He was just like, hey, kind of sick. Like this show doesn't do itself. You have to do the show.
Yeah. Do I do that?
Yeah, you do the show. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to bring the heat.
Okay, I did not understand that.
Well, good.
Oh.
Oh, my microphone's doing weird shit again. Hey, is that only the second or third time? Sounds like, does my microphone sound weird to you?
No.
What do you think it is, guys? You think I should change this mic? I have so many mics. I could just I could change the mic.
Can you just? I don't know. That's a little too far.
I could change the mic. Is it better now?
Oof.
Does my
Okay,
mic sound
it's
okay
fine.
to you?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, as long as we can hear each other. It's the Rodecaster? You think it's the Rodecaster? Ever since like maybe I updated it? Let me see if there's a let me see if there's an update. Information. Check for updates. I'm checking for updates. Click and try again. Updates failed. Oh, it says I can erase and reset device.
Oh, I got crazy goosebumps.
I better not do that. It's because the door's open.
No, I just got a glass of milk.
Thanks, pool boy. I appreciate that. Oh, you drank
Oof.
milk. You know what that is?
What?
When you drink milk, it goes into your stomach, and then all the blood in your body has to race to your stomach to digest it, because it's quite the challenge to digest milk. And so the blood leaves all your other, like, your body,
Oh, and then I get cold?
and then you get cold. That's cool, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to get a little warm again.
Right. The heat's on.
Am my lips purple?
I don't think so.
You should be able to see. You should be able to see. You're still 50.
No, they're not purple. This whole property tax thing is cool. Oh, Trump is inspired so much. Breaking news: Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just said he's pushing to end property tax in Florida, all property tax.
Their citizens to higher taxes, such as higher property taxes, to pay for these spending habits. And these property taxes, it's like you buy a home, you buy land, maybe you buy the home outright, but maybe you pay off a mortgage over 30 years. And then, okay, you've paid off the mortgage, you bought the land, you've been taxed many times. It's like, is it your property or not? Just for being on your property, you got to write a check to the government every year. So you're basically paying rent to the government to live on your own property. And our homestead exemption is not strong enough to help these folks because the property gets assessed so high. And that's the thing. If you buy a home for $300,000 and there's certain tax, well, then what? 10 years later, they say it's worth $700,000. And so, and they say, there's homestead stuff that helps protect you to a certain extent, but you're paying more. And a lot of people can't afford that. So I think that that's a big issue. And I know we're going to be really looking at ways to bring people relief from that, because I think it's been really something that's pinching a lot of homeowners, particularly seniors on fixed income. But the reality is people have seen, and this is not the state, we don't control this, we've not allowed any of that stuff to happen. We've been cutting taxes, but people have seen their property tax liability go up over these last years because the property is being assessed higher and higher. And the reality is you don't really know how much your home is worth until someone offers you money and is willing to pull the trigger on a sale. That's how a market works. You can say it's worth this much, but if no one's willing to come and offer you that much, then why should you pay taxes on that amount? And so there's a lot of things that need to be done with that. But as part of our DOGE initiative, our state task force will look into local government expenditures by utilizing publicly object their citizens to higher.
I fucking love it. How cool is that? Wait, talk again?
Can I try squeezing that?
Say it again?
Can I try squeezing that?
Oh. So I switched it to Ari. Let me know if that happens again, because I switched mic.
Hey!
I switched mic 1 and 4, and now he's on mic 1 and I'm on mic 4. So maybe it won't happen anymore. Maybe it's just the port. Was
Wait,
his
can I
voice
try
doing the robot too?
Can I try squeezing that? With 2 hands? Heidi. 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 Can I try squeezing? Yeah.
Stop calling me Heidi.
I called you Heidi.
Oh, I know. I'm just joking. It's a joke for all
Is
we know.
this level 2?
I don't even think that's level 1, dude. Let me see. I don't even think I can do level 1.
The one inside I did easy.
I know, but there's like pussy, and then there's less pussy, and then there's level 1. And I can do pussy and less pussy. I don't know if I can even do level 1.
I think this is level 1. Wait. You can't do level 1?
Look, this is level 2. I can't even do level 2. Look at. I can't even do level 2. I don't even know if I can do level 2 with both hands.
No!
I can do level 2 with both hands.
I can't. I'm not level 1.
Level 2 is crazy.
I mean, this is less.
Why say the word pussy in front of children? I don't know.
Because I already know the word.
I don't know.
No! I'm an inch away. What about that one? I want to try that one.
This is 1.5.
Oh, let me try that.
Dude, you definitely can't do this.
Is it harder?
Here, hold this.
Oi!
You definitely can't do this.
This is hard. Where's
Let me
the
see.
one
Let me see that
inside?
one. Let me read that one. Let me read that
Where's
one.
the one inside? That one easy.
This one is This one says S.
I could do that. I was so close
And I
to
think the
doing
other
that.
one's T. I think it's trainer. And then I don't know what S
Ugh.
stands for. And this is 1.5.
Ugh.
Let me see if I can.
What's the easiest one?
Look at this one. This one is
Can I try? I just want to try
easy, buddy. Easy. Settle down.
Try.
This is 3. Settle down, I said.
Oh, you
I'll
settle
jump over
down.
this desk and beat your ass.
Oh, no, I'll beat your ass.
This is 3.5. That's level 3.5. Crazy, right?
I can't
Oh.
close it. I can't close
hey,
it.
dude, level 1.
Can I try that?
Oh, I felt a bunch of
Try that?
stuff crack in my hand.
Can I try that? Level 1? Trey.
I don't even know if I can do level 1. Here we go.
It's just
I can't do it. I can't even do level 1.
I can barely squeeze it with 2 hands.
Try the level.
Barely. Here. Oh.
Okay. Oh, man. Will you pick that headset
Yeah, I'll
up?
pick it up.
All right. Now we're talking. Now we're cruising.
Okay.
Wait, that's
Here we go.
3.5 can't be done. I don't think you can do level
Wait.
1.
Oh, never mind. No. Here. I
This-
can do the one inside.
I'll get one that's for sissies for you so that you can close it like me. So you can sit around like and just do this and look cool.
How do you do that?
I'm strong as the fucking Hulk, dude. What are you
You
talking about?
said you could pop my hand off yesterday.
Yeah, I could snap you in half.
No, you couldn't.
Just hold your arm like this and just break it like a twig.
No.
Yeah, I could throw you over the neighbor's fence from here.
No, you couldn't.
Dude, do you know how strong I am?
No, I know you're a baby though.
You're out of control.
You're out of control.
Now Sevon's hand is open. He's out of the open.
I wish Joey was on the show because he's just been destroying you.
Joey?
Yeah, his talkbacks are great.
Yeah, I know. His talkbacks are great. You're impressed by it? Yeah, he's been talking back to me a lot. I'm pretty impressed by it too.
He learned that from you.
Yeah, he's clever like me.
You're not as clever as him though.
You use more violence.
Yeah, because I get mad.
You use violence.
I think I have an anger issue.
You have anger issues. You're very no, I don't think you have anger issues. I think you just have a lot. You're emotionally very powerful. You're emotionally very powerful, and it's just going to that takes a lot of years to get under control.
Are you emotional?
You're very emotional.
Are you emotional?
I'm very
I cannot-
emotional, even though I haven't cried in like 30 years.
No, I saw you cry like a couple months ago.
You did?
Mhm.
Where'd you see me cry?
I don't know, my birthday.
I cried on your birthday?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, every time we go to a birthday party and we sing someone.
I don't do it anymore.
Are you kidding me? You cry at every birthday party when people sing happy birthday. You cry and you always run over and hug the person.
Only if it's family.
Okay.
Avi, I cry. Joey, I'll cry. Well, it's based on.
Do you know why you cry? Do you think it's sad or are you happy?
I don't know. My first time was at Avi's birthday.
There was whenever we go to a birthday party and we start.
Okay, hold on. We were singing happy birthday and I started crying and someone said to Kendra, he's not happy because it's probably not his birthday. It's just like, I'm super happy. What are you talking about?
I know, isn't that crazy? That's that you're being misunderstood. Yeah. So someone thought you were crying because it wasn't your birthday. I never thought that. I know it's because you're just emotional and you just get filled with emotion because you always run over and hug the person and kiss the person. You're not one of those douchey kids that's like, can I blow out a candle? Or you put your finger in the cake. You're chill.
I mean, I want to. Every kid wants to put the finger in the cake.
Yeah.
So
I like it whenever we're at a birthday party and people start to sing happy birthday. I just watch you. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
10 seconds till Ari fucking bursts into tears.
Oh, I saw you look at me last time.
Yeah.
But I didn't cry.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
All right, I think the show's over. I didn't even get to my show. That's kind of cool. I have all these notes to do stuff. Just inappropriate stuff I can't do around you.
Why?
It's just inappropriate. It's just like adult stuff.
What's that say on the piece of paper?
Here?
BTR.
Oh, I have lunch today. I have lunch today with a pastor at 12 noon.
Who's pastor?
It's like a guy who knows a lot about God.
God?
Yeah.
Where are you going? The Lanchos?
No, we're gonna go to Cafe Cruz.
Cafe Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruz. Cafe Cruz? Tonight?
No, I'm going here in a couple hours. I'm going at noon.
Open?
I assume it's open for lunch. If not, we'll probably go to Britannia. But I'm going to go there at noon.
What? Without us?
It happens, buddy. You're going to be at tennis. You have 3 hours of tennis today.
Oh, Mom's taking us?
You have 2 hours here at noon, and then another hour and a half.
You're just always so busy.
In the evening. What are you talking about? You're not busy now. You're just chilling.
No, you're.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm busy too, but
I don't go out for lunch every day. That's not true. I have a meeting with, I think his last name is Talbert, Pastor Talbert.
Oh, I am tired.
Do you remember who the pastor is I'm going to see?
Pastored?
Not pastored, pastor.
Pastor.
Yeah. He's like someone who talks to people about God. We met him. We went to his house one time, and he has those tents on his property. You were little. Me, you, and we were coming down the hill from skateboarding, and we turned into his property. Yeah. And do you remember that he was the tall, handsome guy, like my age?
Yeah.
And his daughter-in-law's a Meds Mighty's CrossFit coach.
Oh.
Sevon, does Greg always pay? Shit, I don't know. I don't know who pays. I don't. How's that?
Wait, you don't pay?
No, if I go to lunch with Greg,
Who pays?
he pays.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it gets to pick too, because it pays.
Yeah.
In the morning we always go to
Thank you, Lee. Castro just said the repeat workout will be from 2020 onwards on the affiliate forum. Yeah, listen, the richest dude always pays. That's how it goes. So if I'm with you and you think you make more money than me, then you pay. If I think I make more money than you, I pay. Or if it's like you're there for like if I'm at the games, I'm there like I'm working. I'm not gonna even if the people I'm with make more money than me, I'm gonna pay. It's like I drug your shit. I feel like I drug your ass there. But if you make it's like Greg and I aren't even in the same world. It would be like
Oh yeah, in this stretch. Oh, how do you sit down for 3 hours without stretching?
Me?
Yeah, you.
That's a good question. My
Oh.
chair's really comfortable.
Yeah, mine isn't.
That couch isn't comfortable?
No.
Oh. What if Greg's birthday? Do you pay? No. You guys, you guys aren't need to think to scale. It's not like that.
Do you pay for everything?
If I do what I can do, so like, if we get out of the car and there's bags to carry, I grab the bags. I do what I can do. My dad's loaded. I pay. That's stupid. Completely insane. You should not do that. You should never do that. Nope, not even for his birthday lunch.
You do it.
What? Oh no! If Greg forgets his wallet, I pay. I always pay. That's happened. I don't know, 10 times.
What?
I feel the heat coming off the heater.
Yeah, because it's pointing right at you. Hold on, I'm gonna make that heater point right to me.
I'm getting off the air. I'm getting off the show. The show was gone to shit since you and Avi came in. What? Huh? What? Yeah, don't expect anything from me. Don't expect much from Sevon. Yeah, don't expect anything from me. If you don't expect anything from me, you'll be so happy. If you were at my house, I would give you a bag of persimmons. I give everything away. Anyone who comes to my house always leaves with something. You would never come to my house and not leave with something. But you shouldn't expect anything from me, ever. All right. Love you guys. Got to go. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Susan will be on here shortly. I think he does have some updates on... Oh, dude, we need to pick tangerines and oranges today. A lot of them. Let's pick a whole bag full to take with us on our trip. Susan will be here, I think, at either 10 or 11 to talk about a few things. I think he's going to have Seth from Jump Ship on. They're going to talk about the history of the Open. And then I think he has some updates on the sale of CrossFit, which is going to be very interesting. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.